Hey, what is going on, guys? Mutt Sniper here. Welcome back to another video. As usual, today we are going to be doing some sniping, but to change it up a little bit, I'm going to be using a filter that I believe is the best filter to use if you are just starting out sniping. Now, before I get into this video at all, I want to give full credits to the person who I got this filter off of. I think I've mentioned it in a video before. I watch a lot of videos from a YouTuber who goes by the name of Chewbacca Lemma. I will put his link in the description of this video because I have to give him full credit because that is where I found this filter. But this is the filter that I used when I first started sniping. It's basically what took me from the point of only having like 90,000 coins to the point where I was able to get to like 400, 500,000 coins for the first time. Up until that point, I was just grinding out gauntlets and solo challenges because I didn't really know how else to make coins. Now, the filters that I've showed off in my other videos, obviously you can still use those if you're a beginner, but a lot of those cards, even when you're buying them at a good deal, they can still end up costing like 30 to 40k, and if you only have like 80 or 90k, you can only buy like 2 to 3 of those cards and then you're done. And if you're doing it that way, you're not really able to fully utilize sniping. You shouldn't be spending that big of a chunk of your coins unless you're going to be able to make a bunch of coins off of it. But yeah, anyway, enough of that. Let's actually show off this filter. So you have to set the quality to elite. Next up, you're going to head over to cap value and set it to 31-40. And then all you have to do is cycle through the various teams. You can pick out a couple that you like best, or you can just go through all of them. Whatever you think the best method is going to be, that's what you should do. Now for this video, I'm going to be attempting to get some snipes using this filter. And the whole reason I'm doing this is since this is a beginner filter, I figured I should maybe help out the people who are just starting out on how to snipe using this filter as well. So hopefully by the end of this, I'll have some teams to recommend to you guys and whatnot. But for now, I'm just going to try to hit some snipes. One last thing I actually do want to mention though is if you are totally new to sniping, there are plenty of videos out there on YouTube that you can find that'll give you a full tutorial. That being said though, I am going to be trying to release a video in the next 1 to 3 days, probably sometime over this weekend. That's going to detail out anywhere from 5 to 10 tips that I have about sniping. That video is going to be mainly for beginners, but maybe have some good tips in there for intermediates as well. The reason I say mainly for beginners though is because I've only been sniping for a couple weeks. I think I've been doing enough of it where I would probably call myself an intermediate at least now. But I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who are much better snipers than I am. Anyway, enough chitter chatter. I'm finally going to just pull up Mudhead and start sniping. Now this isn't going to be a crazy snipe, but this is just an example of some of the good snipes you can find literally just lying around. Like that card cost me 4,500 and I'll probably make 1,000 coins on it. This card sells a lot. Like just in the past 15 minutes, there's been like 10 completed sales, which is pretty good for just a random elite card. And just in those sales, I see 4 that have sold for 6k and 1 that have sold for 8k. I'm going to price mine right around where those 6ks are selling. I'm going to go ahead and do the middle of them and do 6.3k. And if I sell it at that, I make just over, oops, I went over, just over 1,000, which on a card that only costs 4,000 coins is pretty dang good. I'm going to grab this one right here, 12.75. Probably wouldn't have been that good of a deal like yesterday, but for some reason right now, they're all selling for like 16.5, 17-ish. One sold for 20k. So I think I'll just try and go with the flow here. Sell it for about 17k, and that'll leave me with, oh, I wasn't paying attention, I went over, 1 sec. So let's see, that puts me at 15,300. So about 2,500 in profit, which I'll take. So a bit of an update. I've been through the whole thing once now. So far the teams I'm liking: Broncos, Cardinals, Steelers, Texans, and Vikings. To leave for 4,000, I know that has to be a good deal. Okay, yeah, just about what I thought. He sells for just around 7k. I'm actually going to put him up for 7.1. Why, you might ask? I don't know. But yeah, selling him at 7.1, we should make like 2,400 in profit, which is pretty dang good for a car we just paid 4,000 coins for. So I just bought this Harrison Smith for 3k. I have no idea how much he's worth. I just jumped on that because it seemed like it might be a good deal. Not as good of a deal as I thought it was, but it's not bad. Looks like I should be able to get about 4,200 out of him. So I'm only going to end up making 800 coins in profit. But I didn't pay very much for him, so I'd still consider that a fairly decent snipe. And these are the type of ones that you definitely want to target if you're a beginner. So I guess that, at the very least, is a good example for you guys out there. Tyrann Mathieu for 8k. I know for a fact that one has to be a good deal. And then watch me check Mudhead here, and it won't be a good deal. My main problem right now is I haven't sniped this filter in a while, and the prices have changed a lot since the last time I sniped it. Thankfully, 8k was still a very good deal for this card. I'm almost positive I can get 12,000 out of it, which is a pretty dang good snipe then. That's just over 2,000 in profit. So good snipe there. Really, if you're into sniping, you're looking to buy cards under 10k that you can sell for over 10k. This is probably the best example. You buy it for 8k, sell it for 12k, and all you have to do is do that a couple more times, then you'll start to realize how quickly your coins can add up. So yeah, we're gonna toss that one up for 12k. Hopefully we can hit a big snipe today, but we'll see. Swearinger for 3600. As soon as I put that Tyrann Matthew up, I'm going to jump on that. His price might have changed since the last time I got him. I don't think this market with this filter is as up and down as the playoffs one, but you really never know. So he's actually still worth a good bit. I have no idea what I put him up for last time, but he's selling for a solid 4,900 right now, pretty consistently. So I always go over it. It's because I'm so used to putting the playoff cards up for like 50k that I'm not used to putting cards up at like 5k anymore. Okay, I really want to jump on this DeAndre Hopkins because I think he was worth like 60k a second ago. Okay, he is. I'm jumping on that. I have no idea if this is a bad decision and if he's not worth that anymore. But I'm looking at Muthead right now, and it has him listed at 61, 63-ish. So I've got no idea why he didn't get picked up immediately at that price. And maybe Muthead is glitched for this card, but I see him selling 12 minutes ago for 61.5, and he sold for 63 like 5 times right before that. Just to play it safe, I'll do 61.5 as well. If he sells at that, that was an awesome snipe right there. That's like over 10k in profit, which is amazing. Let's actually check this out. So there's one here for 54k that hasn't sold. 57k, 75k. Alright, that's a really good sign, guys. I think that was an awesome snipe. I can't believe I got that. It felt like it had been up there for a while. I didn't even get to check the time, but I think it was longer than it really should have been. Peterson for 8.1. I'm jumping on this. Dang it! Again, dude. The Cardinals have all these good ones today, and I just keep missing them. I want to jump on the Harrison, so I'm almost positive it's a good deal, but the playoff cards are way too up and down for me to ever make a purchase without checking Muthead first. It was just going for 55k a second ago, so I'll jump on that. So Muthead actually has the last 3 purchases at 60k. I think I make about 8.5 to 9k if I sell it at 60k. I'm going to do 59.5 just I think that'd be more enticing for people to buy. And if this sells at 59.5, once again, that was a pretty good snipe. So boom, there we go. Hopefully it sells quickly. Foster for 67k. I'm 100% positive that's a good one. No, man. Again, that was up for 30 seconds too. Oh my god, I have to go check how much he's going for. I have to go check how much of a big snipe that would have been. 67k. His last sale before that. We actually sold for 27k before that, but he's selling at a solid 88. That would have been like a 13k snipe. We're missing all the big ones today, man. God dang. So I'm jumping on this. This is a crazy good deal. I had no idea what that card was worth at all. Cannot believe nobody else jumped on that. I just paid 13k for that, and this thing sold recently, very recently, for 25.75, and that's actually one of the lower ones. 27.75 there. I'm gonna put it up for 26.5, and if that sells, that puts me at over 10,000 in profit on that card, which is insane because that thing was up for a long time. I have no idea what was going on there. I had no idea the price of that card though, so I had to be careful there. One of our DJ Swearinger sold, our Rudolph sold, the other Swearinger sold. So that's good to know. I was kind of concerned for a moment that I might get stockpiled up on Swearinger, I'm not sure how to say it, cards, but got lucky there and they both sold. So this makes me pretty confident that I can sell this card at 45.5, so I'm just going to pick it up. It was sitting there for a while, I don't know why. If I sell it at 45.5 even, that's not a ton of profit, but there's no point in passing up like 4 or 5k in profit when it's like sitting there right in front of your face, you know? So there we go, 45.5, put it up, and once again, hopefully it sells. You never know though, I guess. 43k for this most feared DeAndre Hopkins again. I'm kind of going against one of my rules here. Normally, I don't try and stockpile on cards, but I'm pretty sure that this card is worth a lot more than that still. It sold 4 minutes ago, 54k, 3 minutes ago, 57k. So I'm going to put it up for 57, and if that sells, I'll make about 8,000, 9,000-ish in profit, I think. You know what, I've decided I'm going to go smack dab in the middle of that, 55k. I'm really hoping that sells because I hate when I get stockpiled up on cards. Looks like our Harrison sold for 53k though. That is a good sign. That's one of those playoff cards that I was not sure if it was going to sell or not. As I'm just going through and looking for snipes, I guess I'll go ahead and just say, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, are enjoying these types of videos and want to see me continue to upload them actively, be sure to let me know by dropping a like on this video. We've been doing really great on likes in the past videos, so if we could continue that, it'd be absolutely amazing, guys. So yeah, thank you very much. But now it's hopefully time for me to hit a big snipe. Ooh, Cameron Hayward for 2k. Not going to be the biggest snipe in the world, but that is still something decent. I believe he sells for around 3,800 4k-ish. I might be wrong. Let me go ahead and check Mutthead just to verify. And wow, he actually sells a little bit more than that. Literally right before mine, one sold for 4,300. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine up at 4,400. That way, if it sells, I make about 2k in profit and actually double my money on that card, which would be awesome. Hey, one of the Hopkins sold. Actually, I think that's the one we just put up, which is a really good sign. Because I was worried that those cards weren't going to sell and I was going to be stockpiled on them. That is a great sign. And another card sold right there for 4k. Tyrann Mathieu for 9k. I'll go ahead and grab that and put it up for 11.5k. Make about a quick 1 to 1.5k. Not a crazy snipe or anything there, but once again, this video is kind of to help out the beginners a little bit too. And trust me, when I only had like 70 or 80k coins, every time I could make like 1,000 coins, it was a pretty big deal. That Hayward sold, so I was right about that. I thought for a second that the reason nobody was buying it was maybe that card was plummeting in value, but no. So I ended up making 24,000 from that, and I think I bought it right around 14,000, so yeah, 10k snipe right there. That's pretty epic. Alright, Hopkins for 7,200. I kept passing on him when it was like 9k, but if it's 7,200, I'm kind of just going to have to give in and buy that one, I guess. I think people are trying to raise the value on this card right now, because I keep seeing them put him up for way more than he's going for. But let's see. The one before mine went for about 10k. I see a couple in there going for 12k, 9k, 8k. So I think I'm going to do 9.9 because once again I think that's more appealing than just doing 10k. So we'll put him at 9.9 and we'll make just under 2,000 coins if that sells, which once again 2,000 coins, not the biggest snipe in the world, but when you only put 7,000 into a card, it's pretty good. And the other Hopkins sold. Okay, and that one actually sold for more, I think. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for more of those cheap most feared Hopkins because they are selling. DeAndre Hopkins for 4,500. That is a great one. Yes, I got it. Very satisfied with that. Now, I think I know how much this card is worth at this point. I'm going to check Mudhead, though, just to be sure. It's actually going up in value a little bit. I think last time I put this up for 9,900. This time I'm going to put it up for 10,200. And I think that'll sell fairly quickly, actually. So I think I'm going to try to hit a couple more snipes here, and then we will call it an Jarrell Casey for 2,400. He's not worth very much at all, but I know he's worth more than 2,400. I think he's worth 4k. Once again, though, just going to use Mudhead to confirm that, as I do with every single card. So yeah, I can get 4,100 out of him, and that'll be about 1k or so in profit, I think. Which, once again, when you don't put very many coins into a card, is pretty good. One of our Haywards sold, and I think that's it. Alright, card for 2k. I actually haven't seen much of this card, so I don't know how much it's worth at all. I think, once again, about 4k. So I can probably sell this for about 3,500, and once again, make about 1k in profit. So, looks like we are going to be trying to get 2 more snipes now. Almost finished here, so hopefully we can end it off on something big. So I think I can sell this Kraus for 51.5. Nothing huge here, but once again, that's still going to be like 5 or 6k in profit, which is nothing to shake your head at. So we'll get this thing up to 51.5. I'm not 100% sure it'll sell at that. I might have to put it down to like 49.5 for a second auction, but its price is on the rise right now, which normally means that I get to sell it at the price that I'm thinking on the first try, but I don't have a 100% success rate. Our Talib sold. We're going to look for one more snipe. Hopefully we get a card that's worth 500k coins for 100 coins. That would be amazing. I'm not sure if that's going to happen at all, though. Tyrann Mathieu for 8,400 coins. Not going to be the biggest snipe in the world to end it off. But it took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to get this final snipe. So I am going to call it an episode here. I think I said I just paid 8.5 for him. I already forgot. 8.4, and he sells pretty consistently for about 11.5. So by the end of that, I'm going to end up making a little bit over 1,500 coins, which once again, not the craziest snipe in the world, but hey, it's still worth going after, because why pass on 1,000 coins if it's sitting there right in front of your face? There we go, put it up for 11.5. Let's see if we have any final sales. A Tyrann Mathieu too. Alright, thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you haven't already and you did enjoy the video, be sure to slap a like on it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I do try my best to upload daily videos, even sometimes 2 videos a day. And yeah, that's really all I have for you guys. I'll probably see you in a video tomorrow, so peace.